What if I told you that for the price of a luxury sports car, you could own your own helicopter? Not a kit you build in your garage, not some experimental death trap. A fully certified production helicopter that you can fly right now. This is the Hill HX50, the helicopter that's rewriting the rules of personal aviation. While Robinson and Bell are selling helicopters for $500,000 to $2 million, Hill Aircraft came out of nowhere with a machine that costs just $250,000. Sounds too good to be true, right? Today, we're diving deep into the HX50 to find out if this is the future of personal helicopters or just another aviation pipe dream that'll never take off. Let's see what this thing's really about. The Hill HX50 comes from Hill Helicopters, a British company founded by Jason Hill. Now, Jason isn't some random entrepreneur with a dream. He's an aerospace engineer who spent years working on advanced helicopter programs. He looked at the personal helicopter market and saw a problem. The problem? Every entry-level helicopter was either too expensive, too complicated, or too old school. The Robinson R-22, the industry standard for training and personal use, was designed in the 1970s. Yes, 1975, nearly 50 years old. And it still costs $300,000 or more. Jason Hill asked a radical question. What if we designed a helicopter from scratch, using modern materials, modern manufacturing, and modern technology? Could we make something better and cheaper? The answer became the HX50. Development started in 2014. The first prototype flew in 2015, and after years of testing and certification work, the HX50 is finally entering production in 2025. Let's talk about what makes the HX50 special, because this thing is full of clever engineering. The engine. The HX50 uses a turbocharged piston engine producing 245 horsepower. Now, most helicopters this size use engines making 160 to 180 horsepower. That extra power means better performance, especially at high altitudes and hot temperatures. The engine is a Lycoming IO540, which is actually a proven engine used in dozens of aircraft. This isn't experimental, it's reliable, parts are available, and mechanics know how to work on it. The rotor system. This is where things get interesting. The main rotor is 35 feet in diameter with composite blades. These aren't metal blades from the 1970s, they're modern carbon fiber construction. Lighter, stronger, and more efficient. The rotor system uses a fully articulated hub design, which provides smooth handling and excellent maneuverability. And here's something unique. The HX50 has a fenestron tail rotor. That's the shrouded tail rotor you see on Airbus helicopters. It's safer, quieter, and more efficient than conventional tail rotors. Performance numbers. Maximum speed 130 knots. That's 150 miles per hour. That's fast for a helicopter this size. Range, 360 nautical miles. That's over 400 statute miles. You can fly from Los Angeles to San Francisco with reserves. Useful load, 1,000 pounds. That's 2 people, full fuel, and luggage. Service ceiling, 15,000 feet. The airframe. Here's where modern engineering shines. The fuselage is primarily carbon fiber composite. This means it's lighter than aluminum, stronger, and won't corrode. The cabin is spacious, 50 inches wide. That's wider than a Robinson R-44, which costs twice as much. The landing gear is fixed skid type, which keeps things simple and reliable. No retractable gear to maintain or break. The cockpit. Fully integrated glass cockpit with dual Garmin G3X touch displays. This is the same avionics suite found in modern airplanes costing $500,000. You get GPS navigation, terrain awareness, traffic display, weather, engine monitoring, everything on 2 crisp touchscreens. There's even an autopilot option. Yes, autopilot in a $250,000 helicopter. Robinson charges $50,000 extra for that in their turbine models. Fenestron tail rotor. Remember I mentioned this earlier, the shrouded tail rotor isn't just for looks. Conventional tail rotors are dangerous. They're spinning at high speed at the back of the helicopter where you can't see them. People have been killed walking into tail rotors. The Fenestron solves this. It's enclosed, safer, and produces less noise. Fuel system. Crash-resistant fuel tanks that won't rupture in an accident. This is critical because post-crash fires are a major cause of fatalities in helicopter accidents. Dual controls. Standard dual controls mean the HX50 is perfect for training. Both pilots have full control, which is essential for flight schools. Hill Helicopters designed this helicopter with modern safety standards, not 1970s compromises. So who's the HX50 actually for? Let's talk real-world applications. Personal owners. Imagine you're a successful business owner or a professional. You want the freedom of helicopter ownership, but you're not willing to spend $500,000. The HX50 gives you capable helicopter performance at a price point that's actually achievable. You can fly to the airport, skip traffic, visit remote properties, or just enjoy recreational flying. Private pilots transitioning to helicopters. Many airplane pilots dream of getting their helicopter rating, but are discouraged by the cost. A used Robinson R-22 still costs over $200,000 and has a tiny, cramped cockpit. The HX50 offers a modern, comfortable alternative at the comparable price. Operating costs. Hill Helicopters estimates operating costs around $300 to $350 per flight hour. That includes fuel, maintenance reserves, insurance estimates, and inspections. Compare that to $500 plus for a Robinson R-44, and the value proposition becomes clear. Now, let's be realistic. The HX50 isn't without its challenges. Certification. As of early 2025, the HX50 is still working through final certification processes. The helicopter has completed extensive testing, but FAA certification for a brand new helicopter design takes time. Hill Helicopters is confident they'll achieve certification in 2025, but delays are always possible in aviation. Service network. Robinson has service centers worldwide. Hill Helicopters is building their network, but it's not as extensive yet. This could be a concern for international buyers or those in remote areas. The bottom line, the HX50 represents genuine innovation, but it's also a first-generation product from a new company. Early adopters are taking a calculated risk for the potential reward of owning a revolutionary helicopter. So is the HX50 the future of personal helicopters? Here's my take. What Hill Helicopters got right? Modern design using proven technologies. Competitive pricing that opens helicopter ownership to more people. Smart safety features that address real-world concerns. A vision for what personal helicopters should be in 2025, not 1975. Who should buy one? Flight schools looking to expand their fleet affordably. Personal owners who've been priced out of helicopter ownership. Early adopters who want to be part of something new. Anyone frustrated by the lack of innovation in the helicopter industry. Who should wait? If you need a helicopter right now with a proven service network, stick with Robinson or Bell for now. If you're risk-averse and want decades of operational history, wait a few years and see how the HX50 performs in the real world. My prediction? The HX50 will succeed. Not because it's perfect, no first-generation aircraft is, but because there's genuine demand for exactly what Hill Helicopters is offering. The personal helicopter market has been stagnant for decades. The HX50 is a breath of fresh air. Will it replace Robinson as the industry leader? Probably not in the next 5 years. But will it carve out a significant market share and push the entire industry towards innovation? Absolutely. The HX50 proves that the helicopter industry isn't dead, it just needed someone brave enough to challenge the status quo. And for that alone, it deserves our attention. If you're interested in helicopter ownership, keep an eye on the HX50. This could be the helicopter that finally makes personal rotorcraft accessible to the masses. Hit that subscribe button for more aviation innovation coverage. Comment below, would you buy an HX50 or would you stick with the proven Robinson? Let's discuss. Until next time, keep your rotors turning and your innovations flying. See you in the next one.